You're tuned in to NTV Property Show. A warm welcome to each of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Very few of us understand the structural framework of where we live in, whether community, urban, rural, or even town centers. Well, today we get to hear from a pioneer engineer who has been in the field for over decades. But just before we get to that conversation, here is the Property of the Week segment. Sitting on a 10-acre piece of land at the foot of Riat Hills in Kisumu City is Victoria Gardens. These lush townhouses and apartments, each on 0.03 hectares, are 36 in total. Phase 1A and B is complete and comprises of 14 four-bedroom townhouses, another 14 three-bedroom townhouses, and 8 two-bedroom master and suite apartments. Currently, only one apartment is available for sale, as well as 5 three-bedroom townhouses and 2 four-bedroom townhouses. The two-bedroom apartment is priced at 10.5 million, the three-bedroom townhouse at 15 million, while the four-bedroom townhouse is 17.5 million. A 5% discount is given to all one-off buyers on either the apartments or townhouses. Construction of Phase 2 will begin in September this year. This is inclusive of the clubhouse, swimming pool, gym, sauna, and a grocery/kiosk section. The clubhouse will be open to the public subject to membership status. The estate is Cabro paved with 2 parking slots for each unit, as well as a side parking for visitors. The houses are separated by barbed wire fences, giving it an American-style setup of picket fences. The green landscaping is perfect for warm afternoon picnics with friends and family or pitching up of tents. It also doubles up as the children's playground. Inside the 4-bedroom all-en-suite townhouse, the idea of sliding windows in the bedrooms is unique, especially with the hot temperatures in Kisumu City. These windows allow for perfect views of sunrise and sunset, as well as bringing in ample natural light. All the windows come with a screen film to keep away mosquitoes, common in this weather. The ceramic tiled master bedroom is spacious, simple and elegant. With a walk-in closet that has wardrobes on opposite sides, allow enough storage space for 2. The master bath has a tub on one side and a shower cubicle on the other. At the corner is the lounge area with enough sockets on the wall for use of electric appliances. From the lounge is the spacious balcony overlooking the view of Kisumu City. Two rooms are similar with sliding windows, MDF laminate wardrobes, ample sockets and TV ports. The bath has a shower and a pedestal wash sink with wide-length mirror. The second room is, however, bigger with more square feet. Downstairs at the far corner is the guest room, which is similar to the 2 rooms but slightly smaller. The bath has a pedestal wash sink and mirror and is ceramic tiled. An open floor plan design characterizes the kitchen flowing to the dining room. The granite countertops make for easy cutting and a double wash sink for washing and rinsing. Inbuilt appliances include a 6-cooker burner complete with a ventilation hood. The pantry is at the corner, allowing extra storage of kitchen items and produce. A door from the kitchen leads to the laundry area that has a wash basin and provision of sockets for machine wash use. The layout of the dining and living room is simple yet functional. An accent wall in the living room can be used for entertainment depending on one's preference. With high ceilings, the living room has an airy feel which is perfect for the warm atmosphere. Water is supplied by Kisumu Water. In addition, each unit has a 1,000-litre tank. The entire development can also source water from an overhead 20,000-litre tank and an underground 60,000-litre tank. Solar panels are installed on each unit. Of close proximity is Lake Basin Mall, Kisumu Specialty Hospital and Uzima College. Security has been taken into prime consideration with a laser electric fence surrounding the entire development, 24-hour security manning and functional street lights within the premises. The breathtaking view from the balcony at Victoria Gardens is absolutely majestic. One can see the entire Kisumu city all the way to Lake Victoria and even the runway at Kisumu International Airport. Being at the foot of Riat Hills gives residents this advantage of scenic views. It's always exciting when you're setting up a new office. There are many things you need to think about, especially furniture. Today in our Property Essentials segment, we show you how to bring in the best kind of office furniture for your space. Are you ready to update your office space to get the modern and contemporary look you've always wanted? Well, with contemporary office furniture, one can get simple and clean designs. Add an element of sleek sophistication to your workspace, whether you're updating your executive, home, or business office. Modern office furniture features minimalistic designs that will instantly enhance the visual appeal of your workplace. From elegantly framed leather desk chairs to desktops with prominent wood grains, find something that will spice up your space. These collections will help you create a stunning home office or reception area. Build your ideal workplace by starting with a simply designed desk for office essentials, a supportive chair for optimal comfort, and file cabinets for the organization of your personal items. Add a bookcase with open design to display items like books or curio. Finish your space with a modern coffee table and a small end table for a cohesive look. When complete, these minimalistic furnishings create an eye-catching, sleek look that still allows your personality to shine through. If your home is your office, shop for furnishings that are simply designed to heighten the style and beauty of your workspaces. With simplistic design blending with function, you can create an office that you'll be happy to work in. Choose desks and storage cabinets that keep you productive and provide an efficient way to stay organized. Say you're designing your new office and want to create a high-end modern environment that meets your sophisticated tastes and company needs, but the only problem is your high-end taste don't exactly meet your budget. This can be frustrating, especially if you don't know where to look or what your options are. This, however, should not make you give up on your office dreams. Work within your budget, and with trends in the office constantly changing, modern offices now love to include features like lower height walls, pops of color, and even glass tiles. You can achieve these with a low cost budget. Even though some of these features aren't exactly your idea of modern, give it your personal, unique touch. Every office space is different, and every company has a different culture they want to create for their employees, which is why customizing your space is so important. Remember, the one size fits all approach does not apply to workspaces. Every workplace has its own unique office design ideas, needs, and requirements that standardized sizes often cannot accommodate. Modern offices carry in size and layout, and often the availability of furniture dictates the office design when it really should be the other way around. Offices should be designed to facilitate their primary function. In addition to the exceptional functionality requirements placed on an executive office, its furniture must also be representative without being presumptuous. Communication and its design stands for clear decisions. Thank you for staying tuned. Last week we spoke with a lady structural engineer and just got to find out what it all entails. Today we are with a pioneer in engineering. He is one of the founding members of the Architectural Association of Kenya. He's been in Kenya for so many years, from 1950s when he began as an engineer, and as well into 1960s when he began his practice, and today still 2017, goes to work every day in the morning, goes back home in the evening, will actually be turning 85 in December. I'm with none other than IB Patel. It's great to have you with us. I'm so honored to be interviewing you. You have been there from the 1950s as an engineer up until now. You've seen Nairobi CBD come up to what it is now. Tell us about your journey. How has it been?
It has been a bit challenging, but not very challenging, because you see, unfortunately, in those days I was the only Indian and I was surrounded by all Mzungus. They would look down at me. So I said, okay, fine, but I still would continue my work, and everything became all right, and things improved, and there was no problem. And after some time, they started respecting me for what I am.
In terms of a structural engineer, you've been in this profession for so many years. What have you been seeing that has been changing over the years?
Yeah, it started, in a very normal way. For example, when we designed Holy Family Cathedral, it was done very nicely. There was no cranes and all that. People used to walk up and down. I used to walk up and to check the steel is gone and everything. And we finished that. But then as the time changed, things improved. People will go in a lift, people will go in a conveyor, people will go in a built-up thing and built it accordingly. So that way, things have changed, which is a good sign. And it's all done by the local labor which means I'm so proud of, because that teaches them the profession, how to do things, how to put your shoes into the mud, because unless you put your shoes into the mud, you cannot come up in life. You don't. No, I can't walk there. No. You can walk anywhere. Why not? That's your life.
Yeah.
Why did you select this profession? And just carry on and be proud of it. Don't say that I must put on a suit every day. I don't put on a suit any time.
Tell us about some of, as you have mentioned, about the developments, the different buildings from the time of the structural design when you were there. What are some of the things the features that you were looking at specifically from your end?
I think everything was done according to what the country should do. For example, you see, if you are in town and you want to build a very high building, I don't think it's a good idea, because it's all open. At the moment, you see, I see this Kempinski Hotel, and next to that, they want to build up an 18-19-story building. Why? I just passed that state, and I feel pity that we have to build up such a high buildings in a place where we don't need to build. It's all right in New York, because the land is so small. For example, New York is very tight. Donald Trump, who is now the president, there are Donald Trump towers, 1, 2, 3 on the north side, and and then the people live inside that and all that, and people are getting suffocated. It's all in the city. So at the moment, the most famous place in New York is that green part of the city, where you are not allowed to build tall buildings. You are not allowed to build anything inside that building. There are museums, there are things like that inside, and you preserve that culture.
Tell us about your practice. Your practice began in 1968.
Yeah.
Yes.
It
Tell
will be
us
50
about
years
that.
next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How has it been so far?
It's quite nice. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. We are very, very happy. We are two partners. The senior partner, not senior, but my older partner is only 5 months older than me. He doesn't come to the work at all, because he stays at home. So I said, why don't you come, enjoy yourself? He says, no. Unfortunately, because he has got Parkinson's disease. He just shakes, So initially he was coming, and then he stopped coming. So now he stays at home. Very safe.
And what of you? You go to work in the morning, and you leave in the evening normally.
So no, my wife stays at home, because we have been married for so many years. One thing I make sure, wherever I am, I must, if I'm in Nairobi, I must go home to have lunch with her.
Wow. Every day.
Without
whenever
fail.
you can.
If I'm in Nairobi.
Tell us about some of the challenges you have experienced over the years as an engineer here in Kenya.
Main challenges was that Mazungus didn't like it, because they were very worried that why this man is coming up in life, and we are all there, and So I said, but what can I do? I'm all right. I'll be happy, and I've succeeded. So there's no problem.
Is there a specific way you'd probably even give us advice to young structural engineers coming up? You've been there for many years.
Yeah. What I would say is that, you see, the young structural engineers, I think you've got a tendency just to look at the books and say, oh, what is this and what is that? Fine, that's good way to learn, but the important thing is just get the feel of it, that if the thing is going to stand with this thing, is it going to be possible? No, my calculation says possible. I say, I don't think so. Because that before you do anything, you should have that feeling, whether it's going to be right or bad. Or, for example, people make food, the cook, and then before you start putting, sauce, not sauce, yeah, sauce and all that. Why spoil the food? First taste it and then put whatever you want to put. No, I like salt. Yeah, I know, we know that you like salt, but just see how it is. If it's nice and salty, there's no need of putting more salt. Not that you are trying to save salt, but why spoil the taste?
Are you involved in any mentoring or training of these young engineers who are graduates maybe?
Yes, oh my goodness. I was lecturing at the University of Nairobi in 1960s, 59, 60s. I used to walk there and talk to them, and because I was asked by the professor that can you come? I said I cannot come during daytime, but evening I can come. Because daytime I'm working in my office for my British boss, certainly. So during evening it's my free. I don't have to ask his permission. So I come. So I used to come. I used to go and talk to them, and all people used to come, and then we go to this lecture theaters everywhere. They ask me questions. I used to answer them.
What is so exciting about structural engineering that you have experienced? What is that exciting thing about it?
Because I think structure makes everything stand up. I mean, people imagine things, but if the thing is not good enough, why build on it? You're making a fundamental mistake of building on a wrong site or something on a wrong basis, which should not be done. You move forward in life one way, trying to go this way, that way, go that way, that way. You're wasting time. You're wasting money, wasting energy. Why? So think before you go, decide which is the right way to go, and just follow that way. Don't. But people will tell you this is right. Please, this is the thing. I think we should do it. If you don't agree with me, I'm sorry, but this is my way of doing it, and I'm very particular.
Your firm has been there for a number of years. Tell us about the range of engineers that you have.
In Nairobi, we have got it. In Nairobi, we have got engineers there. We employ all types of engineers: electrical, civil, mechanical, agriculturist, structural.
How many are you so far?
What is the firm?
Yes.
I told you about 90.
90.
All technical people, yeah.
What are some of the projects that you have been able to do as a firm here in Nairobi or even around the country?
Town halls, Kitale, Eldoret, Kakamega, Nairobi, Mumias, Beta Point, wherever it is there, Beta Point, that farm and all that.
That's amazing. What's the difference between today's engineer and the engineer that was there in the 1960s, 1950s? Is there any difference that you have seen?
No, I don't think so. I think they've been progressing. You see, in those days they were thinking in the oldish way. Now they're thinking in the young way, which is a good sign.
So in terms of technology and innovation, you've had to also get to know about these trends?
I told you, it's very important that you got to keep up with the progress in life, keep up with the country's, the methodology and whatever they're looking for. We cannot go behind that. We have to run after that, make sure that it does happen like that. Yeah.
All right.
But we don't force it to happen, but we make it do what it should be done, or what people like to do it.
Moving forward, what is your take in terms of engineering here in Kenya? What are some of the things that we should stop doing, and what are some of the things that should continue to be done?
Difficult question. You see, what we should stop doing is this kitu kidogo. This is terrible, bribery. It should not be there. Why should bribery be there? We are doing a proper job. Why we have to pay anybody for doing anything? We don't have to. Why we have to ask somebody for the money to get the job. No, no, no. I believe very strongly that people should come to you because of your work. If they don't come to you, fine, maybe there's a reason for that, so don't worry, good luck. But God is great. There's, the ocean has got a lot of water, everybody can't drink the same water, so even if you get a drop of that water, it's good enough for you. Well, why become greedy? And this is what happens, is people become very greedy, which I don't like.
It's been great hearing all this history from I.B. Patel and his firm, the many developments they've done here in Nairobi and across the country as well. The standard very high, and that indeed is the standard that many engineers should keep. Do your work and do it well. There's so much to learn from a pioneer who has been in the field for all those years. It's been a great conversation, no doubt. Well, that's all the time we had. Thank you so much for keeping us company. Remember, next Sunday we do it again here, same time, same place.